All right, hello and welcome everybody back to the video. I'm your SimCFI. Thank you for stopping by. Today we'll be looking at the beautiful FlightFX Citation X. And as I said, FlightFX made this airplane and they actually gave this airplane to me to showcase quite a bit ago, but I've just been kind of busy and just getting around to it now. So thank you for FlightFX for allowing me to review and showcase this on stream and videos. I'll be honest guys, I flew this but maybe one or two flights in about 10 to 15 landings where I just kept going back and landing. This and the Max are incredible flight models. This is just shot up in one of my favorite airplanes to fly, especially paired with the Moza sim. If you go watch my Moza review, the Moza review has this airplane as its main airplane to see in there. Or sorry, my vertical stream had my Navigraph not working. Sorry, if you go watch my Moza yoke review, this is the airplane we use in it, and it's because I flew it once or twice and I can immediately tell the flight model has been taken a lot of care. Now the other thing is, the only thing I find with this flight model that's I think incorrect, I've never flown a Citation, but I think it's incorrect, is the way the yaw works. You can put in a lot of pedal and you can hold full pedal one way or the other and you get no wing rolling. Usually when you add some yaw, one wing's going to pick itself up because it's been put into the airflow, so it's going to get a bit more lift. That doesn't happen at all. So it makes crosswind landings a little interesting when you just have nose movement. But anyways, this is the winglet version we're going to be flying. I'll take you around very quickly. We have the forward stairs open. This beautiful jet black kind of color going on. Very nice modeling all the way around. They do offer a light textures version in case you can't run it. But looks really, really cool. The other things, guys, we are going to be running some new hardware today. So I'll say thank you to the channel partners and channel members. The new hardware running is the ProDesk Sim Airbus 320 throttle set. We'll be taking a look at that with this airplane. We're also going to be using the Winwing FCU and EFIS combination, and I have a profile that works with this airplane as well. So we'll be using the autopilot panel for this as well. Before I go any further, let me go ahead and make sure that, because I just installed these, let me go ahead and make sure my reverse works with this. I've been having that bug as well where you type something in and it searches something and then it just leaves. Okay, we'll have it there. So that's set, just to make sure. All right, so let's go ahead and jump inside the flight deck here. This is the flight deck of the Citation X. It's all powered down. It's your classic business jet type of look to it. It's actually very CRJ-ish in terms of the way you have to fly it. Although it does have a VNAV, you can see we have standard kind of old style FMS. You get an EFB. If we go back here, you're greeted with the passenger cabin. I can get there we go. And there's a bathroom that opens up there. You can seat yourself and have meals and all sorts of stuff if you want. So really, really cool interior to this as well as the interior. But I'm in a bit of a rush today, guys, so we're going to get this flight started. But this will not be the only time you see this on stream. I've been having a blast fly it, and I have my Moza profile worked out for it as well. Let me quickly put on my cameras. And you guys can see there's the Moza yoke, followed by over here is the FCU by Winwing. And if I just pan this camera down a little bit, you're going to see our ProDesk Sim A320 throttle set. Really, really, really cool. Has all the detents. So very cool for the Airbus stuff. We'll be doing some A320 stuff coming up shortly as well. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, I'll turn the cameras back off and we'll get started. So let's do a bit of a disclaimer. I'm not a Citation pilot, so we're going to go ahead and do what I think they would do roughly, and we'll get it in the air and get going. And last, I think I already mentioned this, but if you guys want any discounts on any of the products shown today, you can go ahead down in the description. We have discounts for Tobii Eye Tracker, Contrail, Prodesk Sim, everything. So it's all down in the description there, guys. You can take a look and save some money if you're going to buy anything. So we'll turn BAT 1 on, BAT 2 on, external power. We'll also turn the standby power on. I think you're actually supposed to do standby power first to make sure it works, but as I said, we're not going to go through any checklists or correct SOPs or anything. We're just going to take it up for a spin. Listen to those sounds. Listen to that beautiful avionics fan coming up. All right, so that's pretty much in a good state for the time being. Let's go ahead and go to our IRS, which is down here. We'll go to Align. And we're going to go to our FMS. And we'll press Position Initialization. It's going to load up the GPS. We'll press Load on the GPS. All right. And we're just going to wait with it in the align mode. So it's going to be aligning currently. What we're also going to go ahead and do is press flight plan. Actually, sorry, no, nav, sim brief, F plan recall. And where we're going today, guys, we're taking this airplane from Kelowna to Seattle. I'm running MK Studios Seattle plus the Drewski City Pack. So hopefully it looks pretty good as well. Let me quickly get the weather in Kelowna. We can plug in a departure here. It's variable at 2 knots, so with a little bit of haze at 6 mile viz. So we might as well just take off. We'll just taxi to 16, I believe it is. Yeah, and then we'll just go straight out from there, just because it's easier. So we're running 16. We're taking the Murdy 6 departure. And we'll activate that. And we'll press nav, arrival. Star into Seattle will be the Glacier 3. That'll be via Jackson. I don't think we have a Jackson intersection, so go next page, nothing there. So we'll leave it on that. We'll press arrival and we'll leave it as that for the time being, just so we can plug in an approach as we're in the air, just to get the most updated weather. I thank you guys all for stopping by. Geek, hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Hope we're doing well. We're streaming in 2 streams today, guys. We have the vertical stream going on and we have the horizontal stream going on. We have 4 of you guys in the vertical and 4 in the horizontal. If we can get all you guys to subscribe and do all that cool stuff, I'd be much appreciated. I also forgot to put up my active subscriber count. In the last stream that we just did, we hit 8,500 subs, guys. We're at 8,503 right now, which is insane. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up for you guys. And then you'll be able to see the count with us. There's the count right there, top right of your screens, guys, is the count. So feel free to subscribe if you like what you're watching and do all that kind of great stuff. I really appreciate all you guys stopping by. So this part's been put in. We'll press performance and we'll press performance initialization. Next page. Actually, no, we don't have to do that. Performance. Takeoff. 16. It's filled in all the temps and everything for us, which is good. The wind was variable at like 6 knots, so I'll just put variable. I'll just put 0 at 6. It's fine. It'll say it's a tailwind actually. So why don't we just put 150 at 6? Whatever. We'll make it up. It's variable, so it's just changing itself anyways. We don't really know what the wind is. Dry runway, density altitude's plugged in there for us. That's all good. Anti-ice will be off. It'll be a flap 5 takeoff, and we can confirm that data. Go over to the climb section. 300 at 0.8 is fine. Up to 310 is what's been filed for us today. It's not really that high, actually, if you think about it. Oh, no, 350 is where we're going today. FL. There we go. 350 makes sense. There we go. Speed 290. And they want us cruising at... Let's see... 295.86. 295/.86 can go in there. That's all good. Descent 300.8 is okay with me. Let's take it a 4-degree descent. Let's see if we can CRJ this thing. Probably not, but we'll try it. And we'll leave the landing stuff for later. Nav page, I think I've done everything I need to do there. So we're just still waiting on these IRSs to come online. We're gonna press PFD setup. I like that. Next page, I like terrain and traffic. Vertical profile is pretty cool to see. We'll leave that. Don't need the timer just yet. And we're there. So our passengers, will say, are very rich clients. I need to get to Seattle right now, and they're just about to board in the next couple seconds. So why don't we go ahead and start up our EPU. We're going to come over here to this panel. And we're going to press the master on. 28 volts. And we'll press and hold the starter for a second or two. And we'll release. You can see it has a max RPM 100% with a max EGT of 718. We'll go outside for some sounds. Keith, welcome. I don't know if the citation, sorry, let me back up. The PAP3 will work with that citation, but you have to make your own profile. So far, I've only found an FCU profile, so that's why I'm using that, but the PAP3 should be able to work for it. Or the BAT-C. I actually don't know what that one is, so I'm going to say Citation X, but I don't know what the other one is, but this airplane is fantastic. You will not be disappointed with this. We'll go ahead and put the generator online from the APU. Actually, and we'll go ahead and get rid of the external power. We'll also turn on the bleed air. There we go. And we're gonna get the passengers all nicely cooled down for so they can be all comfortable, because this is a very rich person paying for the flight, so we want to make them happy. Ground power we can get rid of. Go ahead and close these doors up. We'll say they're boarded. Beyond ATC. Oh, okay. I would say get the citation and use VATSIM. That's my personal opinion. I might be alone in that opinion, but that's my personal opinion. This thing has a lot of quirky stuff, guys. If you take a look, our course and heading are down here. Course, heading, altitude are down below the throttle as well. And then you have, these should be, oh. I need to put that back. There we go. No. There we go. There we go. Sorry. Then down here below the throttles, we have our engine sync. That kind of makes sense. Ground idle stuff. But then we have lights down here, which makes no sense. Everything's kind of all over the place. And then you go over here, the lights for like nav lights and all that kind of stuff are over here. Nav light, all that kind of stuff's over here. It makes kind of really no sense, but it's kind of quirky. Now, what the devs have gone ahead and did, someone showed me in the Discord. Sorry, I forgot your name, but they have your CDI, your altitude, and your heading knobs. They put these here. They're not really there in the real plane, but you can use these. But we'll be using our Winwing to control that. So we'll be doing that with our Winwing FCU. And we're just still waiting on our IRSs to align. So while we do that, we can go ahead and talk about our departure today. Keep chatting in chat, by the way, guys. Looks like we might have center to contact, so we can contact them. Got the Path 3 yesterday. Love not spinning the mouse wheel. Yeah, dude, it's amazing having these Winwing things. Hey, I'm Tommy. I'm all black livery. Looks great. Yeah, no, the livery does look... I'm trying to... murdered out jet looks insane. Yeah. No, the black looks awesome on this airplane. Really nice and sleek. Probably gets very hot in the summer on the ground though when it's not moving, because all that black paint. We got another subscriber. Really appreciate that, guys. I gotta get with someone to help me get the subscriber notification out. But anyways, let's go ahead and contact Vancouver Center. We're gonna get our clearance. So let me go ahead and get our notepad out. And we have... Let's see, VATSIM information is Bravo. Departing 16. Perfect, that's the one I planned. FYAL is our call sign. And we have Bravo. Vancouver Center, Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima sitting at Kelowna. Information Bravo requesting IFR Seattle.
Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima, Vancouver Center. Hello, I show you filed for Las Vegas.
Oh, let me refile. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was planning Las Vegas, but it was way too far of a flight. So I chose to go to Seattle instead. As I said, I gotta get speeding up because I gotta get going here shortly. Disconnect VATSIM, refile, reconnect. There we go. And Center Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima should be refiled for Seattle.
Yankee Alpha Lima, thanks. You're cleared to Seattle via the Princeton 6 departure. Flight plan route, runway 16, squawk 2726.
Okay, cleared to Seattle via the Princeton 6 flight plan route 16 will expect for runway and squawking 2726. Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima.
Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima, read back correct. Push and start your discretion. Call for taxi.
We'll call taxi. Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima, thanks. Alright, IRSs are all up and running. We can go nav. Let's go ahead and put 2726 in the squawk. I wonder if I can do this through this. Nav tune. Aha! Alright. 2726. It is like a CRJ. Perfect. Now, how do we turn it on is the question. Guess we could put it on the other side too. Why not? It doesn't work. Okay. Oop, I didn't mean to press that, but oh well. I just gave him a flash on his radar screen where we are. He's changed our departure on us as well. So flight plan departure. It's runway 16 on the Princeton 6, he said. I don't have a Princeton 6. I have a Murdy 6. Oh, it's a YDC 6. Alright, there we go. Princeton 6. We'll activate that. Awesome. I'll give you guys a very quick brief, and then we got to get out of here pretty quick because I gotta get running. All right, so here's Navigraph here. We're doing the Princeton 6 departure from a 16. Initial climb will be a heading of 160. Let's go ahead and set that up. I'll give you guys my FCU as well here. 160. Track at 220 to Boxer, track at 283 to Gaber, track at 293 to Tavo, Boxer, Gaber, Tavo, YDC. Perfect. And up to 9,000 feet, or as a sign, 9,000 set. And that's all good. We have a minimum climb gradient of 420 feet per minute to 3,300 feet. That requires at a ground speed of roughly 200 knots, roughly at 1,400 feet per minute. We should be able to do that no problem. There's no max speed going south, so we're all good. Let's go ahead and tune 113.9 in the VORs, just so we have it as a backup. Nav tune 113.9. You know what? We'll leave it in automatic, actually. And that will be that. So, with that all done, pretty much good to go in that kind of case. We're going to get GSX ready for a push and start, although I don't know how they're going to push us really. And we'll turn on our beacon. Seatbelts. Throw on our window heat as our pitot-static as well. I don't know really when they would do that, but we can do it now. And we'll do the rest of that later. That's looking all pretty decent. Let's get rid of our chocks. The parking brake is still set. And while this is all happening, you're just sipping on gin and juice. No, sipping on wine and caviar and all that stuff back here. That's what you guys are all doing back here. I know you are. Don't lie. I'm a dummy asking a real pilot if he would buy fake ATC. Yeah. No, I mean it's good. It has its benefits. I just prefer VATSIM in like every way. I just hate using AI for stuff. That's just my personal opinion, though. Not necessarily, but ATC can be good subtitle when there's no yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would just prefer getting a. I would prefer to get the actual airplane. This airplane is magnificent. All right, we're just gonna go straight pushback. I'm gonna try to get my oops, I'm gonna try to get the vertical stream sorted out really quickly, and then I'm gonna get it started here. This vertical stream always has a problem. There we go. Now you guys can see properly in the vertical. All right, let's go ahead and release parking brake. Hopefully it's that one. Clicked it about 500 times. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Tail started to rise or dip. I know there's something going on. All right, let's go ahead and spool up number 2 here. So we're just going to click this button, I believe. There we go. And we're going to tell GSX to stop here. We can turn. And you can see that our N2 is above 20%. We're going to bring our thrust lever to the idle position, add fuel. Don't worry about the barking dog. I think that's this version of the hydraulics coming online. I love this plane, guys. This plane's awesome. So well modeled. Very good in performance for me. Flight Sim Gaming, welcome. Thank you for stopping in, my good sir. If you guys don't know, Flight Sim Gaming is a really, really good friend of the channel, so be sure to go and say hi on his channel. So our number 2 engine's all up and running. We're gonna go ahead and start number 1. Notice the packs get nice and quiet. It spins so quickly. N2 of 20%. We're gonna go ahead and add our number 3. Oh, Lonnie, you gotta check this out. Take a look at this. You gotta come over and check these out, Lonnie. Full Airbus throttle set with the arming speed brake and everything. It's really cool. Hey Lonnie, welcome back to the jump seater position. We get thumbs up for Lonnie. Everybody put thumbs up in our hearts in chat. Thank you for that, my friend. All right, the engines are all up and running. The gens are already set to the on. We can turn off our APU air. We can turn off the generator. We can turn the APU to stop. Let that wind on down. We can go ahead and set our flaps to the 5 position. There we go. That's it's from ProDesk Sim. I had bought the 737 pack from him, and he said he's going to send some more. So he sent me an Airbus set for free with the fuel starters, the engine starters, and he also sent me a 727, which I'm going to love using that one. That one's going to be a lot of fun. But it just clicks onto your Honeycomb Bravo. You can always save 10% with code YOURSIMCFI. I have been known, I do know that the Blackbird stuff I think is a lot higher quality, I've been told. I just never owned any of that stuff. but there's a lot of those companies out there. We're gonna set our takeoff trim and nose up a little bit here. Put it inside the green. Awesome. And we're gonna give clearance a shout that we're ready to taxi here. You guys are ready to taxi? I'm ready to taxi. Center Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima, ready taxi, Kelowna.
Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima, runway 16, altimeter 2993, taxi Echo, Delta Alpha, hold short 16, report if in need of backtrack.
Echo, Delta Alpha will report if needed to backtrack. Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima, thanks. Alright, let's go ahead and get our taxi light on, which is all the way down here for some strange reason. And let's also go ahead and see where we gotta go. Echo, Delta, Alpha. All right, so right turn, right turn, left turn, park and brake off. And let's get going, guys. A little bit more left thrust than the right thrust. Here comes up on Echo. We're going to take the left turn on Delta. We're clear right and clear left. Learjet 35 new update got a free Boris sound bike. That's pretty cool. Yeah, dude, Mo, these things are awesome. I have heard that Flight Sim Factory and Flight Sim Factory and Blackbird have higher quality throttle sets. I've just never owned those. But I've paid for the RJ throttle set that ProDesim has, and I've paid for the 3.7, and I will admit the RJ one I think was overpriced. The 3.7 is very, very good price, and it's very well built, better than the RJ one was built. And these Airbus ones are actually, I think, the best ones he offers. And he actually sent me these for free, but the Airbus ones are amazingly built, in my opinion. So I heard you're renting one of these to take us to the expo. Yeah, I wish. Kimmy, welcome, Cammy, sorry. Thank you for stopping by, guys. We appreciate you. Hopefully all your day's going well. We have 95 of you guys watching in the vertical chat, but no one's chatting. Let's get this chat going a little bit more. Lonnie, have you flown this plane before, buddy? You probably would love this airplane. It doesn't have auto throttle. It's kind of like the RJ, but it does have VNAV. And it's just a really cool airplane. One of the best flight models. I'm telling you all you guys right now, including Lonnie, one of the best flight models in this sim. Except for the rudder. The rudder feels always a bit weird, both in the ground and in the air. Other than that part, the control that you get from it, and the as paired with the Moza yoke, is unbeatable.
Yankee Alpha Lima, altimeter 2991 now.
991, Yankee Alpha Lima, thanks. Well, press the B button. Yeah, that agrees with that. That's good. Oh, I'm on my phone here. Don't text in taxi. That's probably the center line around there. Go see how good I did. Nope. I need someone to taxi while I get these cool shots. Yeah, the rudder on the ground, guys, is crazy sensitive. Might actually, before we go, just kind of adjust that because it's insanely sensitive, which I thought I did. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's why. Yeah, a little better. Guys, we're picking up subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. We hit our subscribe goal today of 8,500. We're at 8,508. Someone just subscribed again, so really appreciate that. If you guys are subscribing, make sure to comment. The comments are set to subscriber only, so be sure to subscribe and comment. We got a pretty decent community going on here. No one will bite you. Nah, but I've been lurking. Yeah. I need to get this plane. It's cheap for insane flight model. Dude, this... I honestly I've been kind of putting it off a little bit. I've been busy with other things and wanted to get some other reviews and streams going. But once I tried this with the Moza yoke, I fell in love with the flight model. It is incredible. Can you multi-crew in Flight Sim? You can if you have the add-on. I forget what it's called, but there's an add-on you can do that you're able to do it. Okay, well, we're definitely going to need to backtrack. Actually, no, we don't. We could take the... We'll be able to take this... we don't need the full length, the display threshold. And Center Yankee Alpha Lima is short 1-6.
Yankee Alpha Lima, roger. Do you require backtrack?
Negative.
Yankee Alpha Lima, call me through 4,000, wind 1503 knots, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff 16. We'll call you through 4. Yankee Alpha Lima. I was about to say an airline call sign. I keep doing that. All right.
And if you wish, unrestricted climb is approved.
Unrestricted climb approved. Thanks, Yankee Alpha Lima. But there's no restriction on this other than 8,000, so I guess I can go past that. But all right, that's all been set. We're gonna go ahead and click our takeoff button here. Boom, just like the CRJ. Takeoff, takeoff. Man, my taxiing's not good. I'm going further than I need because I think there's a huge airplane behind me, but there's the size of a car. You guys ready to go? Lights, camera, action. Let's get going. Gonna put our thrust into the takeoff detent. Tons of power. The engine's the size of the airplane. V1, rotate. Gorgeous flight model. Gear up. That's shaking in the Moza yoke because I bought the gear up. I put my profile to do that. We're gonna press VNav climb nav mode. Oh, mouse is starting to run out of battery. That's not good. Gonna go ahead and bring our flaps up.
Canada 616, call me airborne, wind 2205 knots, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Guys, sorry about that. I'm back. We're in flight level change, 250 knots, LNAV. See, the airplane has accelerated itself to 250, and it's going to go ahead and level me off at 9,000. We'll go my thrust. Stay below 250.
Yankee Alpha Lima, stay passing altitude.
Sorry about that. We're 8,000 for 9,000. Got a bit distracted with someone in the house there.
Yankee Alpha Lima identified. Clear direct Jackson, climb level 350.
Direct Jackson 350, Yankee Alpha Lima, thanks. Alright, we're holding 250. Let's bring that thrust down a little bit before you start getting carried away. And we'll press direct, next page, nope, direct, next page, Jackson. And we're going up to 350.
Canada 616 identified.
Bring our thrust levers into the climb detent.
100.
We'll change. VFLC. Yeah, my girlfriend came in the room just as I was on departure. That made for an interesting departure, that's for sure. Okay, we're just getting above 250, so now it's going to start climbing me up. Hey, Nathan in the vertical stream, welcome from Iowa. Hey, welcome. Just subscribe. Awesome. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. I think you were 8510 on that one. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. And then as soon as we pass, oh, we're in CRU. Let's go climb thrust. There we go. This is taking too long. Just as we pass 10,000 feet, it's going to automatically cycle to its climb speed. Let's sync our heading here. And we're going to increase our range a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and throw our lights off. Belts can go off. They can go have and enjoy their food. We're accelerating to 200 or 300 knots, and then the airplane's going to start reclimbing. It's in flight level change, so it has excess thrust. Once it gets to 300, it's going to use its excess thrust in the climb portion. So here it's going to reach 300. It's going to realize, hey, I have more ability to accelerate, and instead of bringing thrust back, it's going to use that in the climb. Just like the CRJ.
I got for 6 months. Vancouver 616.
Go ahead.
Can you spell our next waypoint? Sorry, but because you have depth and stuff after at the first waypoint.
Affirm you are clear direct to Odd Golf, Oscar Delta Golf Oscar Victor. I think it's your last waypoint.
Thank you very much on top for 616. Sorry for the delay.
Roger, no problem.
There we go, just shorten up that vertical stream a bit. Hey, we got 4 more subscribers. You guys are going nuts with the subscriptions. Really appreciate that. Our goal is 10,000 by the end of September. I think we'll be able to do it. I'm gonna make our climb speed 287.7. That's what we use in the CRJ. And I think this will go a bit faster. Let's see, perf, climb 280/.77. There we go, now it's going to start using all its energy to go and use it in the climb here.
Yankee Alpha Lima, Seattle offline, surveillance service terminates, switch en route, Jerry flight.
Forward en route, Yankee Alpha Lima, thanks.
Canada 616, I'm just about to close here, nothing further, switch en route, Jerry flight.
Thank you for your support.
Guys, sorry, I'm back. Just on the Unicom frequency now. Picked up 2 extra subs, though. Thanks for that. Really appreciate you. And let's go ahead and start getting Seattle stuff programmed in, because we're going to be descending pretty much immediately here. We're going to clear this discount. Seattle weather ATIS, they're using 16 left for arrival, 16 right. We'll probably use 16 right. So we'll press flight plan, arrival, approach, 16 right, ILS. It'll be via, I don't think we really need a via, but actually, we'll probably choose 16 left. There we go. Let's go back up. Flight plan, arrival. 16 left. Isla Zulu. And via, not Griffey. We'll just do vectors is fine. Go ahead and activate that. And since there's no one here, I'm going to go next page, Glacier, previous page, Glacier. And we're basically at our top of descent already, so we're going to go ahead and put the lowest usable altitude here when the star is going to be let's see, jet landing north, landing south is 12,000 feet, so I'm going to press our, let's go to 260, and we're going to level out there. VV alt cell for the time being. 25 for 26,000 feet. Oh, the top climb just moved. Top of descent just moved. All right. I think because they thought it was going to go to 30,000. That's okay. Let's go over here and go nav, perf, cruise, 260. There we go. V-alt cell, it's going to select and level us off at 26,000. We're going to accelerate up to 320 in the speed. Appreciate all you guys staying and watching. Well, I guess I'll do what I programmed. We'll do 295. These Airbus throttles feel really good. These, I think, feel the best. The buttons feel a bit worse than the 3.7 throttles, but the actual feel of the stuff is really good. Let's try the spoiler, make sure that works. Okay, it works. Perfect. Oh, I gotta calibrate these. Okay, so let's CRU, climb, and then full thrust. All right, perfect. That makes more sense. That's why it's being a bit weird. All right, we have a headwind, so we can leave our 4-degree descent in just fine, and everything is looking pretty good, actually. Let's see what they're serving for lunch. Let's put some, what do you guys want? Some plated dinner? Cabin layouts, let's do plated dinner. Can I actually get food? Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought you can actually get wine out. Oh, what the heck? All this works? Oh, look at all the snacks we got in here. Cocoa Wave, Dokkan cake. I don't know what the heck that is. Delicious. Alright. Jupiter bar. Microwave, standard. So much wine. How's the speed looking? We're right on speed. Sweet. Look at the mountains out there. Looks pretty awesome. Yeah, this jet's awesome. Lon, if you're still here, man, you gotta get this. You gotta try it. Alright, let's go ahead and give you guys an approach brief before we get too far along here. And we're going to descend down to 12000, what was planned for us. 12000 is set, and the VNAV is set for 12000 as well. Reduce our thrust just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get Navigraph charts open. You guys can see it. We're going to be doing the Glacier 3 arrival. We're direct Glacier currently. And then we'll be taking the right-hand turn into Woody. At Woody, we got to be 250 knots across and maintain 12,000 feet. So we got to lose about 14,000 feet. Let's make sure nav flight plan. Oh, that's Jackson. Oh, he had it going direct Jackson anyways. Let's go ahead and do that now. Whoops. There we go. Top of descent. Path alive. V-path. And we're going to start reducing our thrust. And Jackson has 250 at 12. Perfect. We set for 12. Alright. Basically, that's our standard thing. We're going to ILS. It's going to be a visual backed up the ILS runway 16 left, 1 and 3. Let's actually go ahead and do that on our FMS here. Tune. 110.3. I think it actually auto does it for us, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Can't copy it. 110.3. Decimal 3. All right, we'll give it to you. There we go. That's been all set up. Next page is all good still. Glide path check Douglas at 1900 feet. Final approach was 164. Our MDA is going to be cat 1 of 632. So we're going to scroll our minimums knob just over here to 632. So 640 that's going to be. Awesome. Pappy left LSF type lighting, and we're going to probably plan to exit on left-hand side and go to this kind of north ramp kind of area. That's about it. Pretty standard stuff. Now we're expected to have Seattle is 2,100 pounds of gas with a min of 1,650. So progress. Seattle we're expecting 5.2. That's a crap ton of fuel. So we're gonna have tons of fuel at Seattle. No getting scared due to fuel reserve. That's for sure. Gonna make sure all those tray tables are all back and stowed. What the heck? I didn't even see you guys. You got up to 8523 on the subs. Insane, guys. Amity, welcome. Hello, welcome. Cheers from France. Hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. We're in the beautiful FlightFX citation. Gorgeous airplane. If you don't have it, I highly recommend picking it up. An absolutely amazing flight model. Rudder feels a bit weird in the yaw in general, but everything else is fantastic. All right, we're under 17,000 feet. Go ahead and press the B button, set our altimeter in there. Yeah, dude, the livery looks awesome. With the mountains. Keith says, how bad is the Longitude in 24? Anyone flying it? I've never touched it. I wouldn't know, unfortunately. I'm gonna get flight recorder started. That way I'm ready to use it if needed. Another subscriber picked up. Thank you guys so much for that. Consider becoming a channel member if you'd like as well, if you'd like to support the channel. And also, if you guys are brand new, we have a lot of channel partners, as you can see at the top right corner, so be sure to check out our description. And in that description, you'll find a lot of money saved opportunities. We have discount codes for Pimax, Prodesk Sim, all sorts of good stuff. Okay, idle thrust slowing for 250. We're going to be there in 2 minutes, so we should have enough ability, hopefully. If not, we'll use the spoilers. If it goes down to 1 minute, I'll use the spoilers. Now, guys, a threat on landing is I've only done a few landings, but the other thing is we have to manually deploy this spoiler once we touch down. I'm going to forget to do that. But just remember, we have to manually deploy that spoiler when we touch down. Nicely coming down. We have a minute left, 4 miles to go. Nicely coming back down to 250. Got 60 of you guys watching in the vertical stream. Really appreciate that. That's 13 for 12,000 feet. Perfect timing at just throwing idle thrust right at 250 knots, right at Jackson. I'll unsub so I can subscribe again. Yeah, thanks. I gotta get the subscriber notification working. I still don't have that working just yet. Honestly, our VNAV was a little off there. We're just now leveling at 12,000. Well, I guess it's pretty good. Not bad. Alright, guys, so we're going to go down to Carfo, which is 3,200 feet. Let's quickly take a look at this. Flight plan, next page. Let's go Carfo, previous page, right at the top. And we're gonna set 32,000 feet. The vertical, the descent path has already left us, so I'm gonna go vertical speed, VVS, negative 2,000. Actually, I'll do 1,800. And actually, even better, I'm gonna do flight level change. There should be one here. This one? There we go, flight level change. I don't want 300. No. Why does it say 300? Okay. I'm gonna go autopilot as gauged. I don't know why VNAV is commanding a 300 descent. Oh, because I got rid of the restriction. No, that does make sense, but we're not below 10. So as we get below 10, it should change here. There's VPath 250. Autopilot engaged. And let that do it again. And we're on VPath, so I'm gonna add my thrust for 250. No auto throttle on this airplane, guys. It's a lot like the CRJ. Here comes the path, although the CRJ doesn't have this good of a VNAV. Gonna fix this vertical stream up a little bit, guys. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Thank you for the other subscriber. You guys are killing it with the sub. Let's see if we can hit 8550 by the end of the stream here. Let's get on the CTAF frequency. CTAF-KSEA 19.9. And we're going to start slowing down here any second. Seattle traffic, Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima. We're in a very extended 12-mile left base from a 1-6 left, Seattle. And there is the Drewski's City Pack coming into view. As we nicely descend into Seattle here. Guys, we're running the MK Studios Seattle. If you guys want your hands on the MK Studios Seattle, you can buy it on Contrail. And be sure to use my discount code down in the description to save some money on it. Skystream, hey, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Alright guys, I'm going to throw idle thrust. We're going to go heading mode. We're going to go green needles. Approach. We're going to descend a little bit steeper here. Disable VNAV as well. Loop glide slope arm. Alt cell, I'm going to keep going down. Yeah, disregard misapproach altitude. Actually, I should find what that is real quick. 5,000 feet, so we'll set 5,000 feet for misapproach altitude. Low glide slope arm. Sorry, low glide slope captured. Approach course of 160, 164. I don't know actually how to change the course. Oh, yes, I do. At 164. Let's go ahead and throw the gear down. $164 is set. Runway's in sight. Give you guys the cameras. Press the record button. I'll give you guys a camera of this for the time being. There we go. Let's get our speeds all set. I didn't do that. There, that's automatic. Perfect. Our next flap. Flap 5. Seattle traffic, it's Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima, 5 mile final, 1-6 left. Seattle. This thing's such a beautiful, like, dream to hand fly. I'm just gonna go ahead and disconnect from out here. Go flap 15. Up-high disengaged. What I have to tell myself is 2 things. 1, this airplane's crazy lower than you think. And 3, go flap full. 3, I have to manually deploy my own spoiler. So I'm just trying to get my chair all adjusted, but that's not going to happen this late in the game, so. Doesn't feel like my citation profile loaded on Moza. Maybe it did. Gonna need some left rudder here at the end. 16 left. That's the right runway. Spoiler. Reverse. Manual brakes. Of course the resource succeeds. Hit a bump in the scenery there. And we're a business jet, so we don't want to do any hard braking or anything, make exits. We don't care about that. We got rich people in the back that we got to take care of. I'm gonna go ahead and exit here. Actually, we'll leave our flaps in full for the replay. South Drive Foxtrot Yankee Alpha Lima will be disconnecting now. Clear all runways. Alright, we're disconnected from VATSIM now. Let's go ahead and press our stop recording replay button. The left center line. Oh well. And I'll give you guys a better view. There we go. It's quite a joy to hand flight this airplane, really is. Big giant clamshell reverses come out. This airplane though, I'm telling you, the rudder doesn't feel like an airplane rudder. It doesn't yaw the aircraft correctly, in my opinion. The airplane doesn't follow through with the rudder as easily. I don't know how to describe it, but other than that, the entire flight model feels really, really good. Self-loading cargo, exactly. Went through JFK ELB. Oh, that's crazy. 8 hours, you're nuts. I've been flying the RJ550, pretending it's the biz jet. Already spent my months on PAP3 and iFly Max. I have the Honda Jet, but it's okay. Yeah, if you get this airplane, I think you will enjoy it. It is very, very cool. Oscar, hey, thanks for the compliment. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Appreciate all you guys subscribing today. The trailing link gear in this airplane makes every landing a nice landing as well. Hey, Charlotte Flex, welcome. Are you in 2020? This is 2024. I've completely uninstalled 2020 for my sim or for my game, or well, my PC now. Force sound is just so good on the RJs. Any chance new flight model coming on the RJ? No comment. Whoop. That's a pretty good landing, I think, guys. Don't you think? Not half bad. Honestly, just the centerline control is just kind of garbage. I love the clamshell reverses. Take a look at the reverse, guys, when we touch down. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. Alright guys, with that I'll leave you with a couple more reviews and we're going to end the stream about there. I'm going to mute my mic and we will chat later. I appreciate everybody stopping on by. My mouse has decided not to work. There we go. And we'll see you guys all in the next stream. And well, Flight Lotto, I gotta say hi to you, my friend. Nice job, thanks. Oh wow, that was a great landing. Thank you, appreciate that. A little off the center line, but other than that, pretty good. I gotta fix my rudder sensitivity a little bit. But yeah, Lotto, you should check this airplane out, man. You'll love this thing. We're gonna end the stream there, guys. Go check out my new Moza review and my new my settings video on Microsoft as well. Maybe we'll get better settings in 2024. We'll leave you with a couple reviews and we will say goodbye. So thank you for everybody for commenting, watching, using those discount codes in the description. You know who you are. Appreciate all of you and we'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye bye.